Hello everyone, welcome to our probability and statistics class. First we talk about what is probability. Probability talk about chances, and chances is uncertain. For example, you can imagine a coin. A coin have two parts, head and tail. There is a probability if we flip the coin, it will be head. Also, there is a probability it will be tail. So basically, that is probability. And now talk about what is statistics. Statistic is observing our past data, collect data, then observe, analyze the data. Then we came out with a decision. Now talk about what is interpretation. Interpretation is a thing that it represents the real world data, visualize the data, and help us to analyze the data. For example, we take a survey of 100 people. That's uh, group A, group A like red color, and the amount of people, the number of people who is love the red color is 60. So we can say that the number of people in a class they love red color, which is 60%. So we can say that 60% of people love red color. This is the interpretation. Represent the data in a right way so that everyone can understand that. There are three ways to calculate probability in practice. Subjective, which is our personal opinion. Personal opinion. It's without any data collection or visualization. Someone just say about their experience and they tell about this. For example, you can imagine or say that if you ask some people that in next match of Bangladesh versus Australia, who will be win? The person who regularly watch all the matches of Bangladesh, they definitely saw Bangladesh have less chance to win against Australia. So that is subjective. Now talk about empirical. Empirical is basically collecting data and represent it. For example, we already talked about that 100 people. If you survey of 100 people, that 60% or 60 people love red. We can say this by observing the data. So that is empirical. Now, axiomatic is what is mathematical. We follow some mathematical rules to visualize or represent the data. So that is axiomatic. Now talk about experiment. What is experiment? Experiment, why we do experiment? Because we know, because we don't know some answers. So searching for some answer, we do some experiences. In simply, we can say that we don't know the possible outcome. We don't know the possible outcome before the experiment. Possible outcome. For example, you take a coin which is head and tail. Without flipping the coin, you don't say that it will be head or it will be tail. So if you find the answer, you have to flip the coin, then you get answer. Let's you find ace. So after that experiment, flipping the coin, you get head. So we before the experiment we don't know the outcome, but after the experiment we know that this is ace. This is experiment. Now talk about what is sample space. Sample space is symbolized with this. Sample space is basically talk about the all possible outcome. Some students are conflict with sample space and experiment. Experiment and sample space, these two are two different things. We already talked about that flipping coin. The possible outcome of flipping coin is head and tail. This is our sample space. If we talk about a dice, then the sample space should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because these all are the possible outcome. So there is a second bracket. I hope you clear this sample space. Now let's talk about the summary. Probability, we already talked about that. How likely something is. For example, a 0.3 or 3% chance, sorry, 30% chance equal it happened 3 out of 10 times. This is probability because this is uncertain. Statistics, what data tell us? Average is equal to 75%. Most people score near 75%. You observe the data, then you represent the data as 75%. Interpretation, understanding what result mean in context. Let's you can represent this 70% rain chance is equal rain is likely tomorrow. This is the interpretation. Now talk about subjective, empirical, axiomatic. We already talk about that. Subjective is belief or opinion of a person. For example, I feel there is a 70% chance of success. Empirical data or experiment. We collect data from experiment or collect data from somewhere. 60 out of 100 pass it. Axiomatic. Math rules formula. We follow math rules formula to find axiomatics. Rolling a dice and get 4 is chance of 1 by 6. That is axiomatic. Now, summary of experiment and sample space. Action and choices with outcomes. Example, tossing a coin and sample space, all possible result of experiment, head and tail. I hope you all understand we those topic we cover in the class. If we have any confusion, you can write it in the comment box. So thank you everyone.